Okay, this is working. So I'm still in Psalm 119, so I decided since it's Saturday I can finish this up, so I'm going to do 5 little sections. And I read Psalm 119 through 176. So the first little section was actually 137, verses 137, I'm sorry, 137 through 144. Sorry, I didn't write it down correctly. The scripture that most spoke to me was verse 139, which says, "My zeal wears out." I'm sorry, let's start over. "My zeal wears me out, for my enemies ignore your words." These are the questions. Do we try too hard to change other people? Are we too interested in being proven right? And I put, has your zeal for God or the law faded, which is his law? Have you persevered in an unpopular cause because you felt it was right? So back to the first question. Do we try too hard to change other people? Okay, so I guess I've been guilty of this. I can remember one friend, I don't even know who it was, when I was still married at the time. She told me that I cannot be my husband at the time, God. And she said that I was trying to be God for him. And honestly, I felt like after she said that, it took me a while to like sit there and think about it and figure it out. And I'm like, what does she mean I'm trying to be his God? And really, I think what she was saying is I was trying to be his conscience, because I was pointing out this and that, and I was trying to tell him, this is wrong and this is how you should live. And I guess I probably still do that. So sorry, I'm guilty of that one. And we all know that it's easier to point out someone else's faults than our own, but I do look a lot at my stuff too. So yes, I've done that with others, and hopefully I don't do it that much anymore. So the second question, are we too interested in being proven right? I put maybe sometimes. I do like to explain to people that I'm right if I know I'm right, and that it's something I can't talk today. It's something important, and they feel different on it. So yes, I do like to do that. Not that I always have to be right. That's not what I'm saying. But when I know for a fact that I'm right, like I like to prove that I'm right, especially if it's something serious or important and they feel differently about it. Has your zeal for the law faded or for God? I put no. Has my zeal, and this is another question I asked. Has my zeal for trying to be a Christian in this world ever faded? The answer to that question is a yes, because sometimes you feel like you're trying so hard and you just feel like there's no results, so you just want to give up. And like I felt that way, like I'm being honest, like I have felt that way. So has my zeal for God's law ever left? Not really, no, because I know what his laws, state. Not that I know them all, but I know what he states and what he's for. That won't change. Whether I, follow them or don't follow them is another thing. But, and I try my best to follow them, but like I said, nobody's perfect. But has my zeal for being a Christian in this world ever faded? Yes, it has. Has it happened a lot? I wouldn't say so, but it has happened. Like, I can be honest about that. And then the last question, have you persevered in an unpopular cause because you felt it was right? This is what I said yes several times. Excuse me. And the thing that I thought of most was with baby girl and the crazy system that they have. And I fought until the day in court, the very last court date rather, where she went back to her mom. And I was wondering if I should continue to do something, have some law change, something. That's what I felt like God was saying. Right now, I think for me, I'm still struggling with the emotional part of losing her. I can actually talk about it for a little bit, which the time is increasing as time goes on, that I can talk about it. I was actually talking about it with some friends of mine at work yesterday, I guess I'll say. And then it started getting too much for me, so I was like, okay, we need to cut this off right now. So I don't know. Have I as a person, I think I persevere in a lot of things that are unpopular, which is standing for God and his word, because it's just not popular nowadays. So I believe I do that. But I know too, like, you can be very zealous about something and you're going to get wore out if you don't take a break. So or you don't have that rest, you know, not necessarily take a break from doing it, but you're going to have to give yourself time for rest also. You know, you just can't keep running on all cylinders, because eventually, you know, you're going to get wore out. And sorry if I'm outside and there's bugs. I hate bugs. You're going to get wore out, so you have to give yourself time for rest. So anyways, that's pretty much it. So I guess I would just ask yourself these questions. Are you trying hard to change other people? Are you too interested in being proven right? Has your zeal for the law or God faded? And have you persevered in an unpopular cause because you felt it was right? What? All right, so this is video 1. I'm going to stop this one, and then I'm going to do 2.